Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Turbans for Australia's virtual Australia Day event. My name is Kirat Garewal, and I have the pleasure of being your host for this evening. Turbans for Australia is a not-for-profit organisation with the main purpose of assisting those in need. Along with this, Turbans for Australia serves to promote multiculturalism, interfaith dialogue, charity and compassion. On behalf of Turbans for Australia, I would like to thank the National Australia Day Council and Multicultural New South Wales for partnering with us for this event. I would also like to extend our gratitude towards the volunteers and the performers who have worked very hard to deliver this event. Tonight we'll have a range of multicultural dance performances, including lion dancing, bhangra and gidda, and at the end we will also be having fireworks, so make sure you stay tuned for those. Now before we proceed further, I would like to acknowledge the ancestral lands that we're all meeting on today, right across Australia. I'd like to acknowledge our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples as the first Australians whose over 65,000 years of tradition, culture and knowledge we all continue to learn and benefit from today. Today I am based at the Ermington Community Centre, which is on the traditional land of the Durag people, and I pay my respects to their elders, past, present and future. Because this is a virtual event, I acknowledge the traditional owners of the lands that you are all on as well, wherever you are, and pay my respects to their elders, both past, present and future. This event tonight will be shared on all our social media platforms, so Turban for Australia's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube and LinkedIn. And you can help make this program a great success by sharing the live on your socials as well. Now to kick off the event, please welcome Rohani Dillon, who will now sing the national anthem for us.
Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you for singing our national anthem, Rohani, in your beautiful voice. Now a video will be played of our Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, as he addresses today's event.
Happy Australia Day. And we know we're not perfect.
Today is a day
but we
to
do know
reflect,
each other,
to respect,
and we believe in each
and
other,
celebrate our
and
wonderful
that makes
country.
all the difference. It's
We're
a day
grateful,
of
thanks,
hardworking,
of gratitude,
generous, optimistic,
thankfulness to
and
our
Indigenous
outgoing people,
Australians who for
today
65,000
is
years,
a day of gratitude.
the world's oldest
It is a
living
day to
culture,
reflect,
stewarding our
respect,
land, caring
and
for
to
country.
celebrate.
It's about
I love
gratitude
Australia,
for the very land
and we
itself
really
on which
do.
we live.
Happy
Archie
Australia
Roach,
Day.
the Indigenous songwriter, once wrote, "The land is a living, breathing entity. If you love the land, it'll love you back. It's just the way it's always been. There's no big secret to it," he said. And it's so very true. It's also a day to give thanks to those who gave everything to ensure that we could have the peace and freedom that we enjoy today. To those who've served in our uniform, under our flag, defending our values, those who've served in our defence forces to give us our liberty. They gave up their todays for our tomorrows, and we are forever grateful to them. So today we remind ourselves about these things, about our wonderful country, a good people, a free people, a constitutional democracy that has stood the test of time, the most successful, multicultural, multi-faith nation anywhere on earth. We're a people who know what's truly important, our family, our friends, our health, our community and giving back, and making a difference. Australians have a quiet confidence, a confidence about what's right, a confidence in each other, so important as we've gone through this pandemic. We're not a nation of doubters, we're a nation of doers. Nor are we insecure or uncomfortable about who we are and our place in the world. We love our country and what it's all about, and the values that infuse it. We know Australia's not perfect, and we know we're not perfect, but we do know each other, and we believe in each other, and that makes all the difference. We're a grateful, hard-working, generous, optimistic, and outgoing people. So today is a day of gratitude. It is a day to reflect, to respect, and to celebrate. It's a day where we can all proudly say, I love Australia, and we really do. Happy Australia Day.
Sat Shri Akal and Happy Australia Day.
A video message by Michelle Rowland will now be played.
Sat Shri Akal and Happy Australia Day. I'm Michelle Rowland, the Federal Member for Greenway, and I send my very best wishes to all the volunteers, members and benefactors of Turbans for Australia on this really important day for every single Australian. If there could be an award for Australian of the Year to be given to an organisation, I could think of no more worthy recipients than Turbans for Australia. During the bushfires, the pandemic, on both occasions when we had lockdowns, and even during this unfortunate Omicron period, Turbans for Australia has been there for those in our community most in need, not only providing the essentials of food and other basic grocery services, but doing it sincerely and doing it out of sheer love. I want to thank all of the members, including Amar Singh and his amazing team. I had the great fortune of witnessing firsthand and assisting in the work that they have been doing. And they have been doing this as volunteers with minimal, if any, government or outside organisations providing assistance. But for those organisations who have assisted, a very big thank you, especially to all those who have donated so many items that have been passed on to people in need. Again, Happy Australia Day. I hope you do take some time to celebrate with family and friends, and look forward to seeing you in person very soon.
Thank you for that, Ms. Rowland. Please now welcome Minister Mark Coor, Minister for Multiculturalism New South Wales, as he says a few words for today's event.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honour to be here today. My name is Mark Coor, Minister for Multiculturalism and Minister for Seniors in the New South Wales Government. I do want to pass on and acknowledge, of course, the traditional custodians of the land in which we meet here today, their elders past, present and emerging, and the multicultural mix of people who share this wonderful city and state and, of course, country. Our host, Amar Singh, and President of the Turbans for Australians, and his team, his wonderful team, ladies and gentlemen. Well, happy Australia Day to each and every one of you. And for those that are here today celebrating with Indian heritage, happy Indian Republic Day, of course. And very happy to be here celebrating both these very important days with each and every one of you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we live in one of the most multicultural communities anywhere in the world, here in Sydney, here in New South Wales. And we are very, very happy to be celebrating Australia Day, which is a chance to rejoice in all the things that we love about our country. The great variety and beauty, the culture of mateship, the respect and the concept of fair go. The wonderful lives that we all can lead here, and our democracy and our freedom. We also celebrate our rich migrant history that is made us such a culturally diverse community. And here in New South Wales, we take great pride in the social cohesion of our diverse state. I'd like to acknowledge the wonderful work of Armour and the team at Turbans for Australia and the team of volunteers. They have been very, very active during this pandemic over the last 2 years. Supported by the New South Wales Government and Multicultural Health and Multicultural New South Wales, they've been helping people, you've been helping people who cannot leave their homes or who are struggling financially by providing them with food hampers and, of course, hot meals. Most of this help goes to the elderly, those with disabilities, the homeless, and people who are struggling. This builds on an impressive record of Turbans for Australia and what you've done over many, many years. You are the first on the ground to help with bushfire in the bushfire crisis. You're there delivering food, delivering water, groceries on the New South Wales South Coast. You're helping our struggling farmers in Dubbo, and of course you're helping our cyclone victims as well, right across Queensland, Vanuatu, just to name two. You're there on the ground handing out toys, food hampers, wellbeing packs. So I want to, on behalf of the New South Wales Government, acknowledge the wonderful contribution that each and every one of you do, what this wonderful organisation does. Thank you very much for having me today. Thank you.
So when I came in '89 in Australia, I start as a labouring. Then I thought I can dance. When I dance, I feel very happy, and the people around me, they are very happy. So if I make other people happy, it means I'm doing something good. So if we got a chance, we should dance.
We're all part of the story. Australia Day.
Following on, we have a video message by Chris Bowen, Member of Parliament.
Happy Australia Day to all my friends at Turban for Australia and the entire Sikh community. This couple of years has been really tough, but one of the bright spots has been how Turbans for Australia has responded so strongly to community need, and I've had a great time working with you on multiple events, and Australia Day is a great opportunity to say thank you, congratulations, well done, happy Australia Day.
Thank you, Chris Bowen, for that message and also for your ongoing support. A video will now be played of Member of Parliament, Julia Finn.
I'm Julia Finn, the State Member for Granville, and I can't be with you today, but I wanted to wish everybody from Turbans for Australia a really very happy Australia Day. You've made such a great contribution to our community and to communities all across New South Wales in the last few years when people have been struggling. From during the bushfires, through COVID, and through providing food relief. You've just been incredible. And I want to thank you for that and wish you the very best for the coming year and have a very happy Australia Day.
Speech. Thank you for those words, Ms. Julia Finn, and also for your ongoing support towards Turbans for Australia. Now we'll have a speech by Mr. Tully.
Hello, good day, my fellow Australians. We are here to celebrate Australia Day today. This day marks the land of one nation. We call it home today. By being a part of the community and contribute to growth of the Australia. It is a day of honor, and I'm always been honored to join our local association, Turban for Australia, which pays respect to the Australian flag and the honor of the land of Australia. It is a time to acknowledge cultural diversity. It is a time to say no to the hate speeches. It is a time to say no to the racism. We, as a community leader, committing to meet the growing demand of the community and can be achieved with partnership with other key agencies. Multicultural Australia is taking a positive step to cultural inclusiveness program, and the City of Parramatta is supporting the community building programs which we have done in our past. Thanks to the ministers, mayors, councillors who acknowledge the efforts of our local community, and especially our Ambassador of Australia Day, Mr. Amar Singh, who has been trying hard to make this function happen. Now this integration to the society will make a better community into the Australian. Hope our efforts will continue to make a stronger community. And finally, I will say that it is a time, the hard work which we have recognized, has been recognized. It is a time for the recognition, and especially the Multicultural Australia is supporting our event in the past and hope that they will continue to do it. We as a joint, as a cohesive manner, are bringing this matter, this event in front of you. Now, the only reason we are doing it online is because of the COVID restrictions, we can't do in the open public space, and we have to do the indoor events. I'm very thankful to the City of Parramatta as well, who has acknowledged our efforts, and finally they have allocated this hall so we can bring and make the community together. Now, it is a team building process for Turban for Australia. The Turban for Australians are known for their hard work, reaching out to the community, especially when there was a fires. Now, when there was a fires, there was a COVID relief, there was a situation where the vulnerable people need to be fed. Turban for Australia has come forward. Now, it's not only Turban, especially New South Wales government has supported a lot to Turban for Australia, and the local community, local businessmen from all the places have really contributed their time, their efforts to make all this happen. As a result, you can see a good team of the people has been joined in the part of Turban for Australia. Now today, it is a time we recognized, and especially all the people, I will thanks to all the participants, organizers, and especially the team, which has really bringing it really to make it happen. So once again, I will say Happy Australia Day to you. Thank you.
Happy Australia Day. Today is a day to reflect, to respect, and celebrate our wonderful country. It's a day of thanks, of gratitude, thankfulness to our Indigenous Australians who for 65,000 years, the world's oldest living culture, stewarding our land, caring for country, and for their wisdom and their grace. It's about gratitude for the very land itself on which we live. Archie Roach, the Indigenous songwriter, once wrote, "The land is a living, breathing entity. If you love the land, it'll love you back. It's just the way it's always been. There's no big secret to it," he said. And it's so very true. It's also a day to give thanks to those who gave everything to ensure that we could have the peace and freedom that we enjoy today. To those who've served in our uniform, under our flag, defending our values, those who've served in our defence forces to give us our liberty. They gave up their todays for our tomorrows, and we are forever grateful to them. So today we remind ourselves about these things, about our wonderful country, a good people, a free people, a constitutional democracy that has stood the test of time, the most successful, multicultural, multi-faith nation anywhere on earth. We're a people who know what's truly important: our family, our friends, our health, our community, and giving back and making a difference. Australians have a quiet confidence, a confidence about what's right, a confidence in each other, so important as we've gone through this pandemic. We're not a nation of doubters, we're a nation of doers. Nor are we insecure or uncomfortable about who we are and our place in the world. We love our country and what it's all about, and the values that infuse it. We know Australia's not perfect, and we know we're not perfect, but we do know each other, and we believe in each other, and that makes all the difference. We're a grateful, hard-working, generous, optimistic, and outgoing people. So today is a day of gratitude. It is a day to reflect, to respect, and to celebrate. It's a day where we can all proudly say, I love Australia, and we really do. Happy Australia Day.
I would like to now announce the first performance for today's event. It is a multilingual medley performed by the students of Narton Institute of Performing Arts, NIPA, choreographed by Dr. Kanan Shah. Their dance school is located in Toongabi, specialising in Bharatanatyam, Bollywood and folk dances of India for all ages and abilities.
Layo.
प्यार तू सबनू कर लेना हाथ बढ़ा के पढ़ लेना
अगर से लगा ले दोबारा तू सुर बने हमारा तू सुर बने हमारा तू सुर बने हमारा
Thank you to the students of the Narton Institute of Performing Arts for that wonderful performance. Up next, we have the King Fong Dragon and Lion Dance Team. They are a traditional lion and dragon dance team based out of the Ming Yi Lei Temple in Bonnyrigg. Established in 2017, King Fong aims to promote and demonstrate the lion dance art form to the broader community, whilst keeping the culture thriving for current and future generations to come. Bringing luck and prosperity to the community, King Fong provides a positive activity for young people in the local area to keep them occupied, as well as helping them to stay physically fit and learn teamwork as well. Over a short history of a few years, King Fong has established itself not only in the local area of Cabramatta, but through various parts of Sydney as well, such as Chatswood, Bankstown, Auburn, and more. King Fong hopes that the discipline, morals, and values learned through lion dance will assist their students in achieving the most out of their lives. Please welcome the King Fong dance team.
Congratulations to the outstanding Australians recognised in today's honours list. Collectively, the recipients, whose achievements span community service, science and research, industry, sport, the arts and more, represent the strength and diversity of Australia. To the individuals being celebrated, thank you for your contribution to Australia and congratulations on being recognised by your peers and your nation. It has been a challenging 2 years, and the recipients announced today are a reminder and a reflection of the richness of spirit, selflessness and good in our community. To all Australians, please consider nominating someone outstanding from your community for recognition in the Order of Australia. The Order belongs to each of us and we each have a part to play. The only way a person can be recognised is for someone to nominate them.
Please now welcome Minister Mark Kaur and the President of Turbans for Australia and 2022 Australia Day Ambassador, Amar Singh, to the stage as they acknowledge the volunteers who have worked very hard behind the scenes, including but not limited to COVID relief.
We'd first like to acknowledge Lauren, our key volunteer. Follow Lauren for the next stage. Monica. Manpreet. Kapil. Amrit. our wonderful MC, Kirath. Rohini for singing the national anthem. Thank you very much. Satbir Singh. Mr. Gurmeet. Deepinder. Deepinder. And Varun Tiwari from Friends World TV, who's made all this possible today. Thank you very much. Dr. Kannan Shah. Yeah, sure.
Of course we can. We'll have a big photo. The girls don't have to come forward. Come in the front.
You guys line up.
So let's move forward. We'll move forward. There you go. All good? All good?
Thank you. Next will be Sabi Singh, our Victoria coordinator, who's worked tirelessly for all the operations in Victoria for COVID and beyond. Thank you.
Congratulations. Well done. Here we go. Thank you very much.
Tarun Singh.
He's the organizer.
Yes. He's a team member for Melbourne.
Well done. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Hardeep.
How many are we giving out?
Wow. 4 more.
Good certificates.
That's only half of it.
Yeah.
Harpreet, next please.
What's your son playing on his iPad?
DJ. Yes.
Which is son playing on his phone?
Plays everything.
Well done. Thank you very much. Good on you, mate.
Rohit. Mr. Talochan Singh from PTC. Talochan Singh ji, PTC. And our catering partner, Nirvana Foods, please. That's it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, I just wanted to thank everyone for their contribution today. Turbans Australia, I want to acknowledge, of course, the Mayor of Parramatta City Council that's arrived. As I said before, this is a significant day in the calendar of Australians, but also Indians as well. And I wanted just to pick up from where I left off earlier. I want to congratulate everyone who received a special acknowledgement today for their wonderful contribution for Turbans Australia. And I want to acknowledge all of you in the room, all the organisers, my good friend behind me here who does a wonderful job. I want to congratulate you, Amir, and everything that you've done both here and right around Australia. The charitable side to an organisation like this isn't small, it is huge. And I want to thank each and every one of you for digging deep, helping our community right throughout New South Wales and right throughout Australia. You are the first on the ground to help those families in need. And I must say, you have such a large organisation here, but you've got a larger heart inside here. The wonderful contribution, the charitable side to this wonderful organisation, Turbans for Australia. Thank you. On behalf of the Premier of New South Wales, Dominic Perrottet, it is a great honour to be here once again. I'm Mark Courey, your Minister for Multiculturalism and Minister for Seniors. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark. So now I would like to announce our next performance by United Bhangra Champion. These guys have been absolutely amazing. They have done multiple performances for us, right around Australia Day, all the multicultural events. So these are the guys that do everything for us and all of the multicultural performances. So do enjoy this group. They're a wonderful group. Thank you very much.
Hello.
ਉਹ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਨਾਮ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਲਈਏ ਜਿਨੇ ਜਗਤ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਬਈ ਭਾਂਤ ਭਾਂਤ ਦੇ ਫੁੱਲ ਖਿੜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਬੱਲੇ 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 ਉਹ ਭਾਂਤ ਭਾਂਤ ਦੇ ਫੁੱਲ ਖਿੜਾ ਕੇ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਸਾਜ ਨਚਾਇਆ ਬਈ ਕਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਮਾੜੀ ਨਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਉਹ ਕਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਮਾੜੀ ਨਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਜੋ ਚਿੱਤ ਆਇਆ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਪਾਓ ਮੁੰਡਿਓ ਸਿਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਦੀ ਛਾਇਆ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਪਾਓ ਮੁੰਡਿਓ ਸਿਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਦੀ ਛਾਇਆ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਪਾਓ ਮੁੰਡਿਓ
ਹੋ ਤਾਰ ਤੂੰਬੀ ਚੋਂ ਯਮਲੇ ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਆਵੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਢੋਲੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਨੱਚੇ ਜੋ ਸ਼ਬਾਬ ਦਿਸਦਾ ਉਹ ਲੋਕ ਗੀਤਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਦਿਸਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਹੀਰ ਰਾਂਝੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੇਖਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੱਗਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦਿਸਦਾ ਬੁੱਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਮਿੱਠੀ ਜੀ ਮੁਸਕਾਨ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ UBC ਦੇ ਮੁੱਛ ਫੁੱਟ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਸਿੱਧ ਤੇ ਅਮਰ ਲੋਕ ਨਾਚ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਭੰਗੜਾ
ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਨਾਗ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਬੰਨ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਚੱਕਦੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਜਾਗਦਾ ਉਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਦਿਨ ਫੋਨ ਉੱਤੇ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਰਾਬਤਾ ਓਏ ਅੱਖਾਂ 'ਚ ਸ਼ਿਕਾਰ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਘੁੰਮਦੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ 'ਚ ਸ਼ਿਕਾਰ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਘੁੰਮਦੇ ਉਹ ਕੱਦਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਲੈਣੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੋੜਦੇ ਉਹ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਆ ਬਦਲ ਲੈਣੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਣੇ ਵਾਲੀ ਕੋਲੇ ਉਹ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਆ ਬਦਲ ਲੈਣੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਣੇ ਵਾਲੀ ਕੋਲੇ
Production in the mix.
ਸਾਰਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇਖ ਲੈ ਚੁਣ ਕੇ ਤੂੰ ਰਹਿ ਗਈ ਚੁੱਪ ਰਾਜੋ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਜੱਟੀਏ ਨੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੂੰ ਭਾਗ ਦੇਖ ਲੈ ਚੁਣ ਕੇ ਤੂੰ ਰਹਿ ਗਈ ਚੁੱਪ ਰਾਜੋ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਜੱਟੀਏ ਨੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੂੰ ਭਾਗ ਦੇਖ ਲੈ ਜੱਸੀਏ
Thank you, United Bhangra champions, for that energetic performance. I'd now like to welcome a very talented sitar and tabla player, Mr. Rashpal Singh.
Perdão.